to live stream the meeting. I try to get this on Facebook and the prompt wouldn't pop up for me. So I'll handle that some other time. All right, once I get off this screen, redirecting to YouTube, let's see. Okay. Where's my video? It says live, it's not showing me it. All right, let me see what's going on. Alrighty. All right, so Mr. Drew, tell me what is it that you're looking for?
I want to be, you know, I want to start my game company, and I want to be like a really strong gamer, especially like in, you know, like in like in a team setting, kind of like in Call of Duty. I want to be able to like work with my team and just be more successful and kind of be more of like a leader. And,
okay. So if you can, let's say you're talking to your son right now, what is it that you're wanting? Like
if I was talking to my son?
Yes, simplest words possible. As little words as possible.
Yeah, I want to get as many kills as possible.
Okay.
I want to get victory royale. I want to more often.
More often. So,
or at least in the top 10 more often.
Okay, so you want to be top 10 in Call of Duty. Okay, so let's say you're top 10 in Call of Duty. Because I mean, I think that makes sense if you're talking to your son or a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, they understand
so,
that.
When you're top 10 in Call of Duty, how's that going to make you feel?
It's gonna make me feel like a champion. I would feel like, you know, I like to stream, so I could like show that off, and yeah, I think that'd be like really cool. It'll kind of it'll give me something to share.
That's good. Give you something to share.
Yeah.
You feel like a champion.
Mm-hmm.
How else are you going to feel? You're top 10. Well, how about this? What if you're instead of top 10? What if you're number 1? How's that going to make you feel? Also.
Yeah, it's gonna make me feel great. I mean, I think it'll make me feel great.
Sure, you'll feel great.
I mean, I have came in first place before, and it felt great. I didn't think I contributed that much. I feel like I could be a stronger contributor. But yeah, man, it feels great, and it looks great on stream. You can share it. It gets other people excited as well.
Yeah, what are people's? Let's say you win first place, and you contributed quite a bit, and you're that leader. What are you gonna see? What are people gonna say about you?
Oh, they're gonna say like I'm a champion, I'm a winner. They're probably gonna want to play with me.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be able to grow my Discord a little bit more. And yeah, I'll be able to grow free smoke. I'll have a lot of gamers that want to kind of tune in and kind of be a part of that success, right? That's kind of what people do. They kind of see success and they kind of gravitate towards it.
Okay, so people see success and they gravitate to you. So you being in first place, you're going to feel like a champion. You're going to feel great. And it's going to have people gravitate to you because of success.
Yeah.
Yep. So when you are that success and that champion, what are you going to be saying to yourself?
Do more. Keep it going. Try to make money off of this, right? That's kind of what I'm always going to be thinking about. Like, how can I make money? How can I get more success? And how can I, you know, and it's kind of something I talked to you about before, is like, how can I not lose this wave? I want to continue on this and continue this momentum, and I don't want to lose it, right? That's I guess, you know, yeah, once I reach that level of success, I want to like keep going with it. And I mean, if it plateaus, it plateaus, but I wouldn't want it to decrease.
Yeah. So what do you want it to do?
Yeah, I want it to grow.
Good. You want it to grow. And as your success grows, what's going to be different in your life?
Um,
Good.
there's a lot of things, right? I mean, I guess there's a lot of dynamics that would change. Probably my family dynamic. I'll probably be spending more time playing video games. Um, I'll probably have to like travel a little bit. Um, and I'll
Are
make
these
more.
things you want to do?
Um, I want
There it is.
I want to make more money.
So my question is that something you want to do? Travel more and play more. So your family dynamic is going to change.
I want to play more.
So my question is that something you want to do?
I don't know.
Bingo. This makes sense to you yet?
Uh,
I figured it out already. You don't know if you want to travel and spend more time playing video games
yeah.
because you've equated that to you being successful as a gamer.
Mhm.
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So honestly, just be honest. Do you want to have your family dynamics change because you'll be playing more and traveling?
I don't. I don't think I'm willing to see what it looks like.
Good.
I'm open.
And yeah, you're open. So what's going to happen when you're traveling more? And well, let me ask you this. When you say your family dynamics going to change, what does that look like?
Yeah, I guess so yeah, like when my kids go to practice, I go with them. Like I kind of spend a lot of time with them, like in extracurricular activities, and we kind of like we hang out as a family sometimes on the weekend. We go places and stuff like that. And you know, it's probably just gonna be a little bit less of that.
A little bit less of that. Hmm. Yeah. And when you're traveling, then what? How are you going to be at the practice if you're traveling?
Yeah, I can't. I mean,
Exactly.
I'm gonna be working.
So I wonder how this is all related to you wanting to be that successful gamer. There it is. I can tell the dots are starting to connect.
Hold on, let me close the door real quick. Yeah, yeah, I guess it's not necessarily, yeah, I guess I don't necessarily have to be a great gamer. I can, I kind of just want to build like a gaming um, company without investing too much extra time. I don't know. I don't know.
What makes you think you have to invest more time to be a great gamer?
Well, yeah, I guess I was thinking about like building those relationships and things like that. I guess that's kind of like the biggest the biggest thing, trying to build the relationships, trying to get like sponsorships and things like that. And trying to make,
What makes you think that you need to spend a lot of time to create that?
I don't know. I guess that's kind of like,
I know you don't.
I don't know. Yeah, I figured like that's what it would take to become successful.
Is that a fact or a belief?
It's a belief.
Mhm. Are beliefs capable of being changed?
Yeah.
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 So when did you decide that belief that it takes time to be successful and that you're going to spend more time playing video games than you are with your family?
I guess I see like documentaries on YouTube on like, whenever somebody's like trying to be successful, they're always like, yeah. And then, I kind of had to, hustle real hard for a little bit. And, my family life kind of deteriorated a little bit for me to kind of get where it's kind of like this whole like sacrifice thing. You kind of have to like sacrifice like your personal life. I remember like in when I was in college, my college professor, she used to always say that programmers don't have a social life. And then she used to always say that, like, I was like, why does she always say that? And she was basically trying to get us like not to party, but basically just saying like, hey, you got to spend a lot of time studying and trying to be great.
Can I
And
ask you a question?
yeah,
If you were to know, do you think she liked the party?
yeah.
You think she did?
I mean, at some point in her life, I think, yeah,
Yeah. So what is the reason that you think she told you all that?
to get us motivated, to get us out of, yeah, to get us motivated to try to get us to be successful.
So it's interesting. So you can't party and be successful at the same time?
No, it's not true.
Mhm. That's not true, you said?
Yeah, that's not, yeah, you can party and be successful. I
Yeah,
mean, you see that happen a lot. Yeah,
yeah. Just like perhaps you can have fun and be successful at the same time.
that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I gotta have fun.
Yeah. Because it seems like there's this idea that you have to spend a lot of time to be successful. And that it's gonna take a lot of time to build connections.
But it's really, I should kind of look at it as enjoying myself and doing those things instead of it being work.
What happens when you enjoy yourself? What happens to time?
Oh man, it's almost non-existent. It's almost too short.
There you go. Something about when you enjoy yourself and have fun, time is practically non-existent.
Yeah, it's gotta have fun with it.
Yeah. Don't you think people are gonna probably be more receptive to you because you're having fun?
Yeah,
Don't you think that those connections will be made a lot faster?
yeah, yeah.
So what needs to happen for you to be that successful gamer then?
I just need to have fun. No, I mean, there's more than that. I mean, I need to have fun in doing the things that I want to do. I
So
keep
there's more to it, but one of it is just have fun. What's the other part of it or parts?
being organized. It's kind of like, having like a plan, a vision.
Okay. When can you have that vision?
Now,
Okay, what is it?
what do you mean? What's the vision? What's my vision?
Yeah. Seems like you already mentioned it.
Yeah, I mean, I want to build like a gaming empire.
Yeah. Think about this. Who said you have to travel when you're a successful gamer?
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I mean, the gamers are definitely like streaming from their homes, right? I mean,
Yeah, well, that's what you said, right?
yeah,
So you'll be traveling when you're a successful gamer.
yeah. I guess I kind of put some of that stuff in my head a little bit. And, uh,
Exactly. Wonder why.
I was um I was looking at other like gaming companies, like Riot Games and like Faze Clan, and then I typed it into Chat GPT too. Like, how do I start like a gaming company? And yeah, it said that I had to do like a lot of branding and
Just imagine you went on this website. Website was called andrewsolomon.com, and it had the answers to every question. And you typed in, how do I start a game company? What would the answer pop up as?
just do it.
Right? Just do it.
Yeah, just do the thing. Yeah,
AIs to really be a shortcut for certain things. And remember this, AI is just a compilation. That's a word. Yeah, that's it. It's a compiling of information that's already present.
already present.
So if you take what they're telling you to do, it's not really you being creative. You just doing what's already been done. Just imagine someone asks you, how did you create such a successful game company? What would you probably tell them?
I tried. I just did it. Yeah, I used the resources that I had and the skills that I had, and I did what I could.
It sounds simple, right?
Yeah, yeah, it is
Did
simple.
anyone did anyone ever say it had to be complicated, the answer?
No, not really. I mean, I guess it is kind of a simple thing.
Yeah. I can speak from my experience. Remember what I said earlier. In order to accept myself, I had to realize that there are things about me that I wasn't accepting. In our society, we have made it out to be where the answers to our problem are very, very complex and complicated. And Confucius said, nothing is more complex than simplicity. Because what he was trying to mention is we make things that are so simple seem so complicated. Oh, that can't be it. That's way too easy. but who said it had to be hard? Just do it.
Yeah, I keep doing that. I keep doing that. I keep making shit harder.
Yeah. Can you
Pause.
see? Can you see if you were, let's say you were talking to someone and everything that you mentioned they were talking to you about, and you had, as to how come they're doing it, what would you think the reason they do that for is because of?
Yeah, yeah. To make you're saying like if somebody told me what I was telling you.
Yeah. Or I'll make it even different. Let's say the tables are turned and everything that you said, I just told you. And you just had this aha moment. You know exactly what's going on with me. What would you think it is?
And you're a little scared. Like you should just do it.
Mhm.
And yeah, take off the boxing gloves. And you just kind of you have to roll up your sleeves.
Yeah. Do you think, and let me know if this is true, I'm picking this up. Do you think I would be afraid of success because I'd be afraid that that means I spend less time with my family?
I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue.
I know. I know you don't know, but if you did know, good.
Yeah, you would have more success.
Yeah. So I wonder, where did you learn that success means you spend less time with your family?
Yeah, I guess like from television.
Hmm. So somewhere, like you said, television, you learn that success means you spend less time with your family because it means you'll be traveling more and you'll be playing more, which means you'll spend less time at their activities. Is that true for everyone?
No.
Exactly.
Yeah, some people are doing all of that stuff.
Bingo. Is this making sense to you yet?
Yeah, I gotta take control. I gotta take more control over everything.
What is this really about?
My time.
Yeah. If you're successful, when are you gonna have time for your family?
I have to make,
People like to talk about fear of failure and they forget to mention the fear of success.
damn.
No one likes to fail. However, some people have a hard time admitting, I don't want to succeed either. Because that's the first thing you mentioned. Oh, my family dynamics is going to change.
Yeah, it was fear. Fear was the impulse almost. Yeah.
Can you see how come someone's going to purposely not do well in something because it holds them back from being great at it, which could lead to them not having to travel and spend more time doing the thing. If it means it's gonna take away from their family.
Yeah, man.
Because, yeah, think about what do you think your kids would say to you and your wife's gonna say to you if you were to be spending less time with them and you're spending more time playing video games or traveling.
I think I think they'll be fine.
You think they'll be fine?
I mean, yeah, if I'm spending a lot less time with them, that'd be kind of like a bigger deal. But
Oh, so it's not gonna be okay.
I don't know.
Think about it. How would you feel if your dad spent all this time working and spent less time with you?
Yeah, yeah, but yeah, that would suck a little bit.
Yeah, it would suck a little bit.
So what do I do? How do I find that? I just have to find that balance.
What do you want?
Balance.
Okay. So how can you create it? I know you know the answer because you already said it. And I know that your mind's trying to duck and dodge it because I can tell.
Mm.
I want you to realize once again, and you just got to be honest. Can you be successful and still spend time with your family?
Yes.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, it depends. Yeah, it depends on like how we're measuring. Yeah, I mean, success. Yeah. Like,
Well, it's your success. So can you be successful and still spend time with your family?
yeah.
Yeah. I knew you say yeah because you were shaking your head yes before you even said it. So it seems like your mind knew the answer before you even could say it. Can you see how this is connected?
No. What do you said? You said see how this is connected?
Yeah. You want to be a great gamer because being a great gamer means you're going to be able to make money, which is going to allow you to create more connections, which means you're going to travel more and also spend time playing games more, which means less family time. What's more important to you, family or games?
Family.
Can you see the connection yet?
Make a family game.
Tell me if this sounds true to you. You're purposely choosing not to be successful as a gamer because you know that you being that is going to mean less family time,
Yeah.
and family is more important than games.
Yeah.
It makes sense to me. How come someone would stop themselves from being successful because that's what people do. I did that. I stopped myself from being successful because when I was successful, I realized I had my family interactions were less and less and less. The more successful I was, the less family interactions I had. And it's because at the time I relied on that attention from my family. I thought being successful would give me more attention.
Hmm.
And what I learned is being successful created less attention.
Yeah.
And I had to release that, where I just didn't need that attention because everything I have is already inside of me.
So what should I do? I mean, I want to. I guess I.
Can you still be successful and not travel?
Yeah.
Can you still be successful and not have to increase the amount of time that you're playing video games?
Yes. I think so. Yeah. Play.
Well, let me ask you this simple question. What does success mean to you?
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't know. I mean,
I mean, now
there's
that you
another
brought
word.
it up, I mean, I was gonna say like, yeah, that if I had a lot of money, but I don't even know how much that is.
Okay, but it's having a lot of money.
Yeah.
So think about this. Could it be possible for you to play 1 hour of video games and make a lot of money?
Yeah.
And just be honest, do you think the best gamers who are getting paid are spending more and more time playing video games?
Yeah. I think that's winning less and less. Right. It's kind of like
So I wonder how come you're thinking that way.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
When you think about everything now, what's different?
I feel like I feel like I'm overcomplicating things. Um,
You are.
and I just kind of need to relax a little bit. Um, yeah, I mean, I need to, yeah, I got to do a really good job in the time that I have
Think about it.
in both areas. And
Think
I mean,
about it this way. Think about if you chose to do well in the time that you had.
mm,
Is that going to take away from your family?
no,
Exactly. So what's your option? Or what do you choose to do?
yeah, I got to be great.
Just be great. Think about this.
Just be great.
How does one become great? Not that. The next thing you just thought of. That's what it is.
Yeah, yeah. Just be yourself.
And how do you do that?
kind of just gotta let go. Um,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Isn't being great just a choice?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
You
want to be good or you
mentioned,
want to suck?
yeah, you mentioned. I remember one thing that you mentioned that stuck with me. You mentioned the girl, like you mentioned, like the millennial girl that worked at Starbucks, and
Mhm.
yeah, in every order she was like, she acted like she didn't really care and she didn't really want to be there, right? She was having a terrible time in the time that she was there, right?
Just imagine if she made a choice to have a great time
Have a great time.
and how things would have been different versus her making the choice to act like she didn't care, which made it seem like she truly did care. It's very interesting. There's a yogic quote: the less you care, the happier you'll be. She cared so much that she made a point to show the people she didn't care. And it showed that she did care. Because being great is just a choice. Because when you're great, great things happen. As you become great, more success happens. But you can't expect, that's right. Because each time as you're listening to me about the idea of being great, you'll continue to think about it. And the more you think about it, greatness is just a choice. Because I think you just realized that you're choosing not to be great because
Mm,
being great would mean less time with your kids and your wife. And the connection that you made now is
mm,
being great can probably give you more time with your
mm,
wife and kids because you're not going to be spending more time playing.
mm,
It seems like you'll just be using your time differently. It's 24 hours in a day. Everyone uses those 24 hours differently. You can use those 24 hours to complain about how your life is not going the way you want it to, or you can use that time actually creating the life that you want it to. So it's all about, as your hands are behind your head, drop them down, boom, connections made.
yeah, yeah.
So
Did, did we talk about this before?
about what?
Choosing. I don't remember us talking about this, but I feel like I guess I'm thinking in my mind like this is it's a really simple process. It's a simple thought
Mhm.
process at least.
It is. The conscious mind likes to make things seem very complex. If you had a door in front of you and it's closed, how do you open it?
Twist the knob, turn it on, push it.
Good. Is that complicated?
Nope.
If you want to love someone, what do you do?
Love them.
that complicated?
No,
So if you want to be great, what do you do?
just do great. Just be great. Just do.
Well done.
Yeah,
You
man.
corrected yourself already. You said just do great. And then you said no, just be great. Because what you do is a reflection of who you are. Because you could do great with I'm going to be okay.
Mm,
And what ends up happening is you still don't
mm,
feel fulfilled.
mhm.
And that's what
Faking it
we
a
could
little
call
bit.
society insecurity. Doing great things, however, I still feel empty inside. So what can that person just do?
He's got to be great.
Just be great. And then everything they do is just going to be a reflection of it. Because inside, they don't have that conflict. They're in harmony.
Harmony. Yep.
So when you think about everything, what's different?
I keep looking to the outside. I keep trying to do things outside of me to try to like you were saying, I keep trying to do great. I keep trying to do great, and I need to work. I need to work internally, be great here, and then just keep it here, and then do the things that I want to do.
Here's what's interesting, just be honest. Are you doing great things?
I don't know.
Of course you don't. Probably because you're focusing on trying to do instead of just be. I think Les Brown said this once. He said a dog can't be anything but a dog. A cat can't be anything but a cat. A dog can try to do what a cat does, but the dog's always going to be a dog. Humans have choices. We can choose to be great, or we can choose to be average. However, if we choose to be average, we can try to do great, but it's never going to be great.
Yeah. I've been
So
trying to do greatness from an average standpoint. I feel like
yeah. So what is it that needs to happen?
I don't know. I just got to be. I just gotta.
Well, you said two things there. You said, I don't know. And you said, I just got to be. So which one is it?
I gotta be
Good. And what is it that you got to be?
great.
Good. So is there any problem?
Yeah.
Well done. So when you think about being a great gamer, what's different?
It's not that serious. It's
Interesting. Does that mean because you're having fun?
mhm. Yeah,
It seems
yeah.
like
I gotta be great, have fun, and just be. Yeah, yeah. Engaged, be more engaged. Just have more fun. Just do it. Just be it.
if you have more fun, what's going to be different?
It's kind of like that Russell Westbrook chant.
I wonder
And lose
how
it.
come, I sent you that text about it, synchronicity.
Mm,
That's what synchronicity is.
yeah, yeah. That's right on. That's
Yeah,
right on
LeBron
time.
James talk about, let's be greedy, guys. Let's be greedy. Let's be greedy.
Mm,
Russell Westbrook says, hey, man, you know what, guys? Win, lose, or draw. Let's just have fun. And it's very interesting, too, because people have criticized his game over the past few years. And there's a reason why. I know the reason why. His game changed drastically because when he first came to the league and he was at his prime, he was having fun. And then he stopped having fun.
Yeah.
And look what happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if any of you know Russell Westbrook, I'm talking to people who watch this recording, please let him know about me. But that's what it is. Stop having fun. And think about it. That little kid inside him wanted everyone to know, let's just have fun. And the reaction didn't seem like the one he wanted because everyone else was really just trying to win. But perhaps everyone having fun will allow them to actually win.
Yeah, they suck.
Yep. How do you feel about everything?
Man, I feel better. I feel a little. I do feel a little less stressed about the choices that I make now.
You feel less stressed. So there's still stress there.
What was that?
You said you feel a little less stressed. So is there still stress there?
I feel like I need to. I feel like I need to start acting on these things, and then I feel like that would relieve some stress for me.
So once again, you go to andrewsolomon.com and you type in, how do I build a business? What was the response that popped up?
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it. How do you open a door? Just do it. How do you fall in love? You just do it. How do you love someone? You just do it. Very simple concept. And it works for almost every single scenario that you can think of. How do you hold a cup? You just do it. I think Nike figured that out a long time ago. And that's how come they became such a huge brand. How do you run miles and miles? Just do it. How do you do 100 push-ups? Just do it. Nothing hard about it. Well, for me at least. So just do it. Is there anything stopping you now from becoming successful as a gamer?
No.
You sure?
I mean, I guess it would be myself, but or some kind of tragic event or some kind of event.
Like what? Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you said some tragic event, so either you're just making shit up right now, or you just there's really one there.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah,
You guys think about it. Tragedies happen all the time, but how's that going to stop you from doing what you're doing or love doing?
yeah. Like you said about the lady in the gym. I know. I don't think this. I'm sorry. I know that's not on this stream, but
Oh, no, it's fine. But think about this. When you think about being a successful gamer, is there any fear about you spending less time with your family now?
no.
Are you lying? It's okay if you're lying.
No, I don't. I don't think so.
Okay. Is there any possibility that could be true?
You know, it's. I mean, it's the choices I make.
Of course. So what's the choice you make?
Yeah, I'm choosing to be great. And in that, if I'm a true great gamer, then I should have more time.
So, like stories, your mind listens to stories really well. So how come kids gravitate to it? Because they're practically unconscious for at least the first 7 years of their life. I got into business because I wanted freedom. I realized that if I can create my own schedule, create when I work with clients, I have all the time left to do whatever I want to do with it. Or if I want to just take a nap for 3 hours in the middle of the day, I can do that. I want to spend time with my daughter, who's not with me full time. However, I spend the weekends with her, just her and I can do that. Either way, I looked at it as I want to create the lifestyle that I want. So that was what motivated me to get into business. Doing business has actually allowed me to have even more time. I don't have to work a set amount of hours. And what's even great about it is I can make more money. I actually make a ton more money now working a fraction of the time than if I were to work a full-time job. Because I like time instead of money. Instead of focusing on that, I focus on the time that I want. And what happens is I attract the lifestyle that I want, which means the amount of money that I need to create that lifestyle. So for everyone, success is different. For me, I want to work when I want to work, and that's what I do. I make more money doing that versus working somewhere where I had to clock in, clock out, or be there a set amount of hours. I'd rather focus on my dreams versus another company's dreams. Because guess what I'm doing? If I'm working for that company, what am I doing for that CEO? I'm giving them the lifestyle that I want when I can just focus on it myself. So just be great. And if you being yourself equates to you being great, seems like there's no effort to do that. So how do you feel about everything?
I'm dealing with it a little bit, but I kind of feel a little upset with myself a little bit in a way.
Good. What do you mean you feel upset?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I guess like my mindset in ways of I guess like not really putting myself first in a lot of places. I told you I've worked for, companies, for most of my career. And, I need to, I haven't really focused on me being great. I've been focused on trying to do great things for others. And
Okay.
kind of, yeah, I just want to, be great for myself.
Well, then what's the problem then? You just mentioned that you're upset at yourself because you've been focusing all these years on making other people great. but you made the choice to be great. So what's the problem?
Yeah, yeah. There's there's no problem. Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Be honest. Are you still upset at yourself?
No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. I just kind of thought about it for a little bit,
Yeah.
and
And then the thought said, "Oh yeah, I'm upset because I was making everyone else great, but if I'm great. I choose to be great. Then what's there to be upset about?"
and yeah, we kind of talked about it earlier too. You know, that's what I chose at the time. You know, and I kind of have to go for
Exactly.
that.
That's what you chose at the time. At the time, you chose not to be great,
Yep.
and now you're choosing to be great.
Yep.
Because I want you to realize this. We already mentioned this, but now can you see the reason you chose not to be great before?
Yeah.
And it's because of why. It's okay.
Yeah. It was yeah, I was scared. I was scared to go out. I was scared to go out on a limb. Um, I wanted like that security blanket. Um,
When you're great, what happens?
I get everything I need. I mean, I get, and I'm great. You know, my family's happy. I'm happy.
What'd you say?
My family is happy, and I'm happy.
Mhm. But before, what would happen with your time?
Yeah, I would lose it. I would lose it trying to,
And who else would lose it?
yeah, my wife and my kids.
So now you see that connection. How come you weren't great before? You chose
Mm,
not to be because you realized that being great means you get everything you wanted. And it also meant you spend less time with them.
yeah, it's kind of crazy. Um,
Crazy, be a good thing,
yeah,
as I mentioned
yeah,
before.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So thinking generally speaking, can you see why someone would choose not to be great now?
I don't see why someone would choose not to be great. I think,
Well, you did.
yeah, yeah. It's I mean, it's mostly just not believing in yourself, and it's
If
just mostly.
someone didn't, if someone didn't care about their family,
Mm,
then I could see how come they have no reason to not be great if they realize that being great means less time with the family.
mhm.
And I also can see the opposite, where someone thinks that that could actually be a hindrance because in your mind, you made this connection that being great means I'll get everything that I want. And you made a connection different because what you said before, or what you said currently, is like, I'll get everyone I want, family will be happy, and I'll be happy. And actually, what would it have, before you thought that way, what would it look like? You said, I spend less time with my wife and kids.
Damn.
I don't think they would be happy if that happened.
Yeah, that was a real grim way of looking at that.
Yeah, because what's the point of being great and getting everything you want if the one thing that you truly want, which is family,
hmm
you don't have?
hmm
That wouldn't be great. But based off what you're saying, That's a little bit of a conflict. Being great means I get everything I want, except the one thing that I truly want more than anything was just family time. So now can you see why someone would choose not to be great if that's their definition of it
Yeah,
and the
yeah. I
reality?
mean, it's like it's kind of indoctrinated a little bit. Um,
Yeah.
that fear of greatness.
Yeah. And I think society would call it the fear of success.
Yeah.
People always talk about fear of failure. They forget to mention the fear of success. What if me being successful means I lose these connections? Remember what I mentioned earlier? When I first started becoming successful, that family connection started to dwindle. You're different, Duran. You're so different. You've changed. I started thinking that changing was bad. Maybe I should go back to how I was before. And then I was wondering, how come my business is failing? It's all happening behind the scenes. So I became aware of it. Like, oh, I'm doing this because by me not being successful, I can stay closer to my family. However, one thing I realize is you can't help the poor being poor. And the best way to help someone is to do so great for yourself
Mm,
that you show them that whatever they're going through, it's possible to get out of it.
yeah.
And that's what learned helplessness is. It's when people think their problem is permanent until they see someone get through it. And that's where that whole saying comes from. If I can do it, you can do it,
Yeah.
which is true. So yeah, being great means you get everything that you want. And now your family will be happy. You'll be happy. Versus it means you'll spend less time with them. So when you think about being that great gamer, how do you feel?
Yeah. I feel less. Yeah. I don't feel stressed about it. And I need to. Yeah. It's almost. It's kind of like almost like I wanted it to be more difficult, but now when
Sounds like it.
Mhm.
Just like when you said a tragedy happens, you couldn't give me one. Seems like you're going up in your head. That's why you keep rolling your eyes up. Like you're searching your head for something to throw at me, but you can't find anything. Maybe if I tell him this, he'll agree with me and he'll feel sorry for me. No, it's your choice. Either you can be great or not. You can either be great and spend time with your family, or you can be great and not spend time with your family. You can be great and travel, or you can be great and not travel. It's all just choices. Richard Branson, I was going to mention this earlier, then I just forgot, but now I just remembered. Richard Branson's quote is, if you make it fun, the money will come. As great as I am at what I do, I don't travel. I don't need to. I got Zoom. Or let's say I get a high profile client and they're like, I'm going to pay you to come to where I am. Perfect. I'll take that too. But guess what happens? My time is spent traveling, but guess what I can do? I make up for that time. How? That following week, don't take clients. Or I can increase my prices. So I'm working with less clients, but I'm making more money. So what am I doing? I'm buying my time back that moment. So when people are like, oh, Duran, your prices are that way for a reason. So that way I have
Be
my
great. Yeah.
time is, yeah. The greats don't charge small amounts, charge premium prices. And they get results like this. Is there anything, just be honest just be honest, is there anything that's stopping you from being great and realizing that you being great will actually equate to you being that top 10 Call of Duty gamer, which can make you the leader that you want to be,
Nah,
which will allow
man.
you to make money from your gaming business, which means that you could potentially travel if you want to.
Nah, there's nothing stopping me.
You sure?
Nope. I mean, yes, I'm sure.
Mm.
Why'd you say
What
that?
if you become that successful gamer and next thing you know, you're spending less time with your family? Ooh, I think I found
I don't
something.
want, yeah, I don't want that to happen. No.
Okay. Well, what if it happens?
I'll have to, I'll just reprioritize. At that point in time, I'll probably, if I'm spending
And
less,
how?
Mhm. Yeah, if I'm spending less time with my family, I'll probably do less gaming or try to
Think about
delegate.
this.
Mhm.
If that were to happen, who's responsible for it?
Yeah, yeah. That
Bingo.
means I let it happen.
So I'll ask you again, what happens if you're that successful gamer and you're spending less time with your family?
Um, I have to reevaluate and just make sure I'm still having fun, make sure I'm happy, make sure my family's happy. If that's not the case, I have to make some changes. I don't,
So let me ask you another question. If that were to happen, who's responsible for it?
me,
So is that something that you want to happen?
no,
So let me ask you the question again. What would happen if you are that successful gamer and you're spending less time with your family?
it wouldn't happen.
Thank you. And it wouldn't happen because
It wouldn't be happening because I'm being great. It's not a goal of mine. And
okay,
it's a goal of mine to just, yeah, to be there, to be here and to do the
I
thing.
think everything you're saying right now is the most powerful part of this whole entire session.
Yeah, I feel that way too. When I was speaking, I did
Mhm.
feel when I said that.
That was the most powerful thing in the entire session. Said it wouldn't happen. Because I think what you probably realize is you would start thinking of scenarios and realize
Hmm.
that you had that choice on whether it's going to happen or not, because who's in control if that happens or not?
Yeah, I'm in control of that entire situation.
Exactly. You can control the entire situation, which you are. Just get you to think differently. Because it's like, let's say this. What would happen if you change your name?
I would have to tell everybody what my name is.
Okay. Well, would you change your name?
Would I change my name? No.
Yeah.
No.
And why would you tell everyone what your name is? Ding. Something happened.
If I'm not going to do something, do I even think about it?
My name is always going to be Duran. I will not change my name whatsoever. If someone asked me what would happen if you change your name, I would tell them I wouldn't change my name. So I have no reason to think that way. As a vegan, do you drink coffee?
Yeah, man. I drink coffee. I drink Coca-Cola.
Oh, you drink Coca-Cola?
Yeah, orange, everything, man. Root beer.
Do you? Oh, just curious. Because there's something about the synergistic effect of coffee and cream, not oat milk, not almond creamer, just straight up
Has to
dairy
be
cream.
dairy. Has to be dairy from a cow. Why from a cow?
Yeah, because the creaminess of it. It's just so creamy.
The creaminess.
It's the creaminess. That's what it is. That's why this is why.
We can manufacture. We can manufacture creaminess.
Yeah, I think that's called processed
But-
and plant-based. That's what that's called. And next thing you know, you look at the ingredients of plant-based and you realize this isn't natural. Oh, it's plant-based. It's based off of plants. Yeah, but that word, I don't know what that's called.
It's more lab based.
Exactly. That's what they got to call it. However, I'm sure no one's gonna buy that.
That sounds crazy.
Good. So yeah, well done. I'll go ahead and hit this recording.
Oh man. Yeah, man, you're good. You're good at this stuff, man.
Good, bro. Yeah, I just stopped recording on my side.
Yeah, let me I'm gonna go ahead and stop. How long was this? Oh, hour 33. Wow.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. Oh, we talked for a good while, 20 minutes then.
Yeah. Yeah, we
Good.
talked for a while.
Good. Yeah, man. I mean, it's all about getting you to think differently. That's all it is.
Yeah.
That is ideally what it's all about, is getting you to think differently than how you're used to thinking, and also get you to think of what you're not thinking of. And people are like, huh? What does that mean? It means what I meant. Think about what you're not thinking. Or what is it that you're not thinking when you're not thinking? How can't you not do what you're not wanting to do when you're not doing what you're doing and why you're not doing it? What? Because here's the thing. This is what it happens. Like, you're laughing about it because what I just said made sense to you somehow, even though it didn't make sense at the same time. Because what's happening is we learn grammar, but the unconscious mind doesn't give a fuck about grammar.
Yeah.
So when you use words like the double negatives, you know, when you're not doing something, as you're not doing something, how couldn't you not do what you're not doing? Your conscious mind is like, I don't know what the fuck he said, but your unconscious is like, oh. So what did that do? When people are like for example, during that session, was there any moment you were confused?
Yeah.
Yeah. The unconscious mind doesn't get confused. The conscious mind gets confused. The analytical mind, what is he trying to ask me?
Yeah.
So when your mind is over here, your unconscious mind is like, oh. So that's when those resources start to pop up. Because the conscious mind is just trying to guard your unconscious mind.
Yeah, I got it like in my temple right here. It's like throbbing a little bit. Like as I don't know how to describe it, but it's
Were you trying to think too much?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That's funny. You think that you were thinking too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much, yeah. Yeah.
Don't think, just know. However, what happens is it's that way of trying to keep us protected. I don't want this to be known because it brings up emotion. Like you mentioned, anger came up. I don't want to be angry because when I was angry, think about as a child, your emotions are all child, bring you back to your childhood. As a child, when I'm angry, I got hurt. As a child, I got punished. As a child, I got beat for showing anger. So as an adult, remember what I said earlier, when something makes you angry, what does it do? It triggers all those prior experiences. And when you don't do anything about it, you take all the anger and you kind of put it in a storage cell in your mind, and it's like at a capacity where it can't go anywhere. And that's when people have panic attacks, they have rage, all that stuff happens because it has to go somewhere. And if it doesn't go anywhere, what does it turn into? From my experience, it turns into cancer, turns into health issues, mental health issues, because it has to express itself some way. So there's a saying, the person that doesn't allow their tears to weep will allow their organs to weep for them. One of my favorite quotes. Because think about when people are not emotional or they don't allow themselves to release, guess what they're doing? Release is what? Outward expression. And if they're not expressing outward, they're expressing inward. And think about anger. Anger that's turned inwards. What does that do? It just, the whole body breaks down. Chronic pain, panic attacks, cancer, all that shit starts to happen to people. So that's how come I learned what I'll tell people is a really good prompt is be honest. And then boom, they just start being honest. It's like, oh, he told me to be honest. Because I'm not talking to you when I say that. I'm actually talking to you when I say it. Be honest. And then they just let it go. One of my favorite sessions I had, one of my favorite ones I had recently, she was a tough one. She got the resource. It was like this aha moment. And it was, I'm weak. That's what she said. Because she spent her whole life trying to be strong. And I asked her, what happens if you're weak? She lost it. She just broke down crying. Because she spent her whole life trying to be strong, because that was covering up her truth of her being weak. Think about it. How can someone change if they don't acknowledge what they see themselves as inside? So the moment she acknowledged I'm weak, it was like aha moment. Like, good. So if you're weak, what do you want to be? I want to be strong. Good. But she had to get to that point to actually become that way.
People block that stuff out and you can't get to it.
You can get to it.
Yeah.
But people block it out because the conscious mind is created to do that. Now, do you see how come people make things so complicated? It's just too hard for me to figure out. I guess I'm gonna deal with this the rest of my life. When really it's like, no. Think about everything that we talked about. How do you forgive? How do you love? Simple. What do people say? It's not that easy. It's not that easy. So the solution's over here. The solution is you forgive by forgiving. And someone's like, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. It's getting further and further away from their truth. So for this particular client, her truth was I'm weak. But what was she doing? Showing up in her life as I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong. She would counter experience where she felt weak. She got pushed back. And what did that do? It got closer to her truth. It felt uncomfortable. So what did she do again? Push through it. I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong, I'm strong. But when we did a session, it was just going like this. And then once she got to I'm weak, boom, it changed into something different. So now as she moves forward in life, it's I am strong. This is how come people do affirmations. I tell people affirmations don't work. Affirmations just make people think about the conscious mind. I'm happy, I'm strong. I tell people, listen, I did that shit for a long, long time because all these books I read said do affirmations. And I realized, like, I wonder why I'm still depressed and still with anxiety, because I was lying to myself. I started, like, for example, I started getting better at Call of Duty. I was like, yo, I suck at this game. You know what happened? I started getting better. I did. No, seriously, I did.
Yeah.
I started getting better. Because think about it this way. If I can acknowledge that, it means I have work to do. But what if I'm affirming, I'm great at this game. I'm great at this game. And what's showing up on the game is 0 kills. I'm dying in 5 minutes. It's like, oh, you're great. That's what great is. Your mind makes that connection. Oh, great is dying instantly. So that's why I tell people to stop doing affirmations, especially if you don't believe it. Just be honest with yourself. Honesty The saying is the truth will set you free. The lies you tell yourself will imprison you.
Mm,
Just be honest.
yeah.
It is honestly, all I'm doing. Think about what this entire session, every session I've done with you thus far has all been about.
Yeah.
Your first one is, I'm a loser. Good. Do you want to be? No. Good. But you got to get to that point. This one was all about, I want to be great. And I want to be myself. And I realize me being myself is going to make me great. But me being great means I'm going to spend less time with my family. I don't want that. So it's getting you to realize, can you be great and still spend time with your family? Actually, I can spend more time with them. Because all those top gamers aren't spending all day gaming. Exactly. They're not. I promise you, they are not spending all day gaming. So it's just getting you to see things differently. This is fun.
Man, this is awesome, man.
I'm definitely excited to see how you game, bro.
I feel like I owe you a little bit, man. But
No,
this is
because like I said, what I love. This is why I love what I do. Because what I do, what I work on, it works on myself as well. So I like to call it. I tell people it's selfish therapy. Like I'm getting paid to kind of therapize myself. Because as you speak, so are you. So if this is a movie and I'm watching a movie of someone having this breakthrough, it's affecting me also.
Yeah.
So I will promise you that you're going to see a difference in how you play. And you'll probably see a difference in how I play.
Yeah.
Because it made sense. But honestly, Drew, it's incredible. You may be surprised, or maybe not surprised anymore, at how many people are afraid of success because they know the first thing you said is my family dynamic. This is your words. My family dynamics is going to change. That was your words. And I was like, I had an assumption of what that meant, but I want to see what you meant. Because I thought that means he's probably gonna spend less time with his family, but I want to hear him say it. And it was like, that was like your way of trying to buffer, like my family dynamics didn't change. I could have been like, okay, great. But let me go into that deeper because he's not getting down to the core of it.
Yeah.
Because like I said, for me, when I owned the gym, I noticed that as my success went up, my income went up, my family relationships went down. And it was a what is it, inverse relationship. Because I had that belief too. Oh, when you're successful, you have less time. And people would even say that, oh, you're not spending that much time with so-and-so. And it's because I attracted those beliefs.
Yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
Like the coins on the ground, right? Yeah, you attracted that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, trust me, bro. Like you will have so much more time. And think about it this way. This is very interesting. Let's say you're playing Call of Duty for an hour. Here's a good example. This is a fucking great example. Why do you think when we're playing Call of Duty, we'll say about 3 or 4 times, last one, this is the last one, this is the last one. Why do we do that?
Because we suck.
Because we sucked at it. But if we said the last one and we won, would there be 3 or 4 games afterwards?
Yeah, would have saved 45 minutes.
We would have said, hey, listen, we said we're done. We got that first place. We got the dub. So it's just like that. So think about it.
And it looks
what's
better.
What's actually taking more of your time away? You sucking or you being great?
Yeah, being a loser, losing.
Yeah, because you could have that one game. Think about it this way. Another way to look at it. Let's say you're top Madden player in the world. One of the top. You play another top Madden player in the world. Like, how many of those games do you have to have? Not many. It could be just that one game.
Yeah.
But if you're playing all these lesser players, you're going to have to play multiple of those games. No difference.
Yeah.
So you'll because think about honestly another thing too. I'm gonna roll right now. What is it that you're trying to get out of the games? Is it the feel good? Because if that's like, for example, when I play games, it's accomplishments. If I play, and that's honestly, I realize that's why I do the DMZ because I'm like, oh man, I can exfil, boom, done. I could be playing the game for 2 minutes and I can exfil, get my contracts done. Like games, video companies, they know psychology. They're not stupid. They know what they know that. That's why Call of Duty is such a very attractive game. Why? They know the dopamine effect of people because Warzone is not just about going around killing people, but what else? They have contracts. You get the contract. Oh, you feel good. Oh, you open up this box. You got all this money. I'm gonna buy this. They know that people feed off that stuff. It's psychology. So if you know you're playing Warzone, and let's say you're like, all right, I'm gonna play for an hour. Let's say you play. Let's say each game is 10 minutes. I mean, this is just small numbers, and you win 3, 4 in a row. I know for me, that's 40 minutes. Yeah, 40 minutes. I'm not gonna spend more time playing. I got the wins.
I'm good, bro.
I'm good. I'm good.
Satisfied.
But if you suck at it, I gotta get better. I gotta get better. I gotta get better. You can spend more and more time. Next thing, exactly. So it looks at it as what are you trying to get out of it?
Yeah.
But it is honestly, it's just a choice. It is just a choice. And I said this before. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. On my whiteboard, everything has a purpose. Everything happens for a reason. The two things I look at. Because you chose to be now, hopefully you can see, now you chose why, now you see why you chose not to be great before. And all you did is remodel that in your head. Oh, actually, the worst thing I'm doing to myself is not be great. Because I want family time is important, but this actually creates more family time.
Yeah.
Cool. But all right, man, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go get something to eat somewhere because I have no food.
What part of town do you stay in?
I'm in Kennesaw right now.
Oh, okay. All right, cool, man. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, Kennesaw's popping now. Y'all got everything. There's that whatchamacallit now, that burger place. Whataburger?
Man, I had that the other day. It was all right.
Oh,
It was good. It was good. I mean, I'll still do like, I mean, if it's a place like you need something to eat late at night, I'd go there.
it's
which
24
I did.
hours, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it was a good fast food burger. Actually sounds like a good. I'm not gonna go there. I feel like getting like a gourmet burger or something. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go find gourmet burger. Maybe just go to Whole Foods Hot Bar because I got options. I'd be like, I'm gonna get Mexican. I want Mexican, Chinese, and Jamaican. Bam, all right here.
Whole Foods Hot Bar is nice. They got the vegan slices of pizza too. So I kind of
Yeah. My daughter's mom would get that here and there. But the one thing is about them that I don't like is I mean, well, I can't even knock on it because food prices all went up everywhere.
Yeah.
So I mean, I remember it used to be like $8 a pound, and now it's like $12, $11 a pound. So I used to get filled up my plate, and it'd be like $10, and now when I do it, it's like
16.
$25. Like what the fuck? Like what?
Yeah.
So I go in there and I make sure not to get anything with bones because the bones weight, and I'm not eating the bones. So I just try to. Salads are good because it's lighter. I just find light things.
The vegan side, they usually have like some kind of like vegan stew or something like that. They got
Yeah.
The
stews are good. Well, because like when I get stews, what I would do sometimes is I use the soup bowls because the prices are cheaper and you stuff.
Oh man, you're hustling, man. You're hustling this.
Yeah, I mean, I used to do that. But then again, I started looking at it as well. I looked at it as like I don't want someone doing that to me, so I stopped doing that. I was like, let me just be honest with that. So I changed that up.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah, man. But all right, bro. Are you playing tonight?
Yeah. I'm gonna get it in tonight. Yeah, I try to get in Thursdays, and then on Fridays my kids are on there, so I don't get on there till late on Friday. But
yeah, it's all good. I'll probably play tonight, and then tomorrow I may, and then I'm gonna be traveling to Colorado and then DC.
Oh,
so I'm gonna go see my nephew, bring my daughter, go see her cousin. They're on the same age, and then come back, and then I'm gonna go to DC to see my son. So I'll be traveling for the next 10 days or so.
Yeah, man. And I'm gonna delete this my stream. Or I can kind of edit it because I know at the beginning you didn't know I was streaming and stuff like that. So I'll just kind of I'll kill it. It's
No, it's
on
fine.
Twitch. It's not on YouTube or anything. It's just on my Twitch.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the only thing I was thinking about is because I mentioned like certain people. That's the only thing. Like my client Jan, I was like, oh
yeah.
That's what I was like. Everything else, I was like, but that I don't want to make sure. I want to keep that information personal for her.
Yeah.
I mean, the likelihood of her seeing
Well,
it,
I'm
but
gonna
then again,
I'm gonna be a great gamer, Duran. So I should probably. So
yeah.
let me
Yeah, so I want to be respectful of her,
Yeah.
because I was mentioning a lot of personal stuff about that, but everything else, I was like, no, it's all good.
I'll kill it, man. If you want to send me this, I have it like recorded personally, so I can watch this anytime I want. But yeah, I'm just gonna kill the live stream thing, man. But yeah, this has been awesome, man. This has been great.
Good, bro. Yeah, man. I'm really fortunate because, like I said, I want to allow people to see like what hypnotherapy really is. And I mean, bro, it's been around for very, 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 very long time. And I think my belief is it gets demonized for a reason, because it's like, you tell me I could just think differently and my problems would disappear and I could stop taking medication. And like, I had one client and she was on medication because she would have seizures, she had depression, she would smoke weed. And she's like, I don't do that stuff anymore. It's like, exactly, because you don't need it. So it's just powerful. I mean, even with me, like I honestly, I stopped drinking. I never really smoked weed. But like I used to do like CBD. I don't do any of that stuff anymore. And like, I mean, I think one day I was like, you know what? I'm gonna have a drink. And I had it. I was like, this doesn't feel good at all, because it's like I became more aware of my body. Like, I don't like that feeling. So I mean, it's called the side of the hidden benefit. Sometimes you start realizing that you're starting to wean off certain things. So yeah, man, it's great stuff, bro. I'm just happy to be doing this and just having fun with it. I mean,
Yeah, man.
like I said, just have fun, bro. Just have fun.
Yeah. And that's kind of like a big inspiration for me as well, man. I see how much fun you're having, man. It's great, man. And you kind of like talked about that in the session. Sometimes you kind of see other people. You kind of need to see other people doing it. Yeah, man. It's awesome.
Cool, bro. But I'll see you on the
Yeah, man.
on COD tonight.
Yeah, man. Wild dogs.
Wild dog. I'm excited to see how things transpire, bro.
Yeah.
Because think about it this way, we're all like, no, oh no, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. It's like, bro, let's just have fun.
Yeah.
Let's be Russell Westbrook.
I love it, man. I love that, man. All right, dude. I got it.
All right, man. All right. Talk to you later.